How are you all? Subscribe to my channel. Today we are diving into one of the rarest, most iconic, and most breathtaking pieces of automotive history, the 1935 Jaguar SS 90 prototype. This is not just any old vintage car, it is the foundation of what later became one of the most prestigious and respected car brands in the world. To understand this car, you need to understand the context of the 1930s. It was an era when car design was evolving, when sleek styling, aerodynamic curves, and powerful engines were starting to define the future of sports cars. And standing right at the beginning of this revolution was the Jaguar SS 90, a car that is considered the very first true sports car from the brand. Let's talk about the design first. The SS 90 was simply stunning for its time. With its long sweeping bonnet, low slung stance, flowing fenders, and classic open top roadster body, it looked like a machine designed not only for speed but also to captivate anyone who laid eyes on it. The prototype was built in 1935 by SS Cars Ltd, which would later change its name to Jaguar after World War II. But even at this stage, the SS 90 carried the DNA of what would become legendary. The name 90 came from the fact that the car was expected to reach 90 miles per hour, a very impressive figure in the 1930s. Under the bonnet, the SS 90 was powered by a 2.6-liter side-valve 6-cylinder engine. Now, while this engine produced around 68 horsepower, which might sound small today, it was still capable of respectable performance in its era. More importantly, this prototype wasn't just about speed, it was about building an image for SS Cars Ltd, an image of sporting elegance and luxury that could compete with European brands like Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin. The chassis was strong, the suspension was tuned for spirited driving, and the car handled like a dream compared to most roadsters of its time. One of the most fascinating things about the SS 90 prototype is that only a single example was ever built. That's right, just one. It was essentially an experiment, a bold statement of ambition by the company's founder, William Lyons. He wanted to show the world that S cars could design and build a true sports car. The SS 90 prototype made its first appearance at the 1935 London Motor Show, where it attracted immediate attention. Its low and sleek design, combined with that shiny chrome grille and sweeping curves, set it apart instantly. This car paved the way for the legendary SS 100, which was introduced shortly afterward and is considered one of the most iconic pre-war sports cars ever made. But the SS 90 remains special because it was the starting point. Without the SS 90 prototype, there might never have been the SS 100, and without the SS 100, the Jaguar brand as we know it might not have existed. Today, the 1935 Jaguar SS 90 prototype is priceless. As a one-off car, it represents the birth of Jaguar's sporting heritage. Collectors and historians consider it one of the most significant cars ever produced in Britain. It has appeared in museums, exclusive shows, and its value is almost impossible to calculate. If it were ever to be sold at a high-profile auction, experts estimate it would easily fetch several $1 million simply because of its rarity, design, and historical importance. The SS 90 was not about mass production or commercial success. It was about making a statement, about telling the automotive world that Jaguar was ready to step into the spotlight and compete with the finest sports cars of Europe. And in that mission, it succeeded completely. Every curve, every detail of this car still reflects the passion and ambition of its creator. So when we look at the 1935 Jaguar SS 90 prototype today, we are not just looking at an old car, we are looking at the origins of Jaguar's legend. We are looking at the very soul of British sports car history, captured in steel and chrome. This one car started it all. How are you all? Subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more stories about legendary classics and rare machines that shaped the world of automobiles. The Jaguar SS 90 prototype is not just a car, it is a masterpiece, a dream, and a reminder of where greatness begins.